Deftones, 7 words, guitar tabs, and guitar lesson. I'll play all the different sections right at the start here. After that, I'll go back through, explain everything that's going on. Before we get into the lesson, do me a big favor, hit that subscription button. It's the best way letting me know that you enjoy these videos and want to see more like it. And with all that fun stuff out of the way, let's get on into the video. Alright, so right at the top here, we'll be doing this in a drop D tuning. We can play about 99% of this in that tuning. There's one chord at the very, very end that's a low D flat. So if you wanted to do, a drop D flat tuning just to get that one chord at the end, you could just do a drop D flat tuning and play everything a fret higher than I'm showing you here. But if it's not that big a deal and you're cool with just doing 99% of it in a drop D, I got you covered here, and I'll just make note of the one little difference at the end there. So to start here, this main riff, it's basically in an E, so we're not even using that drop D for most of the song. And we could just do it here by hitting the E at the second on the low D, and then we want the octave at the middle D here at the 2, and then we can add the 5th here, the B note on the 4th fret of the G. Okay, we're just kind of muting the 5th string here. If you really wanted to hit it, you can make a big power chord out of it. But I think it sounds a little closer if we just do it this way with the octaves and then the 4th fret on the G. And that's kind of what we want, just a little shuffle there. And then basically we just bump up that middle D and the 4th on the G up a fret so that we have the 3 and the 5 now. So it's like a F power chord with the E bass note. Alright, still muting that 5th string. And we basically just go between those two chord shapes. After we get towards the end of the verse, we just come off real quick for that last 4 counts or so and just hit some open middle strings here, like the ADG or the DGB, just kind of making some noise really to get us into the chorus section. And once again, for the chorus, we're just hanging out in the E. All right, so we just want these 2 E bass notes here. All right, and then kind of hesitate and then do a couple more. Okay, nothing super set in stone there. Just make sure you just get a good couple strums on them at least. Okay, then we jump way up here to the 8 on the G and the 6 on the B, and we bend that, and that'll get us to like an F power chord basically. And with that, you can bend it and then strum it a couple times, release it. Alright, and we repeat that section 3 times, and then we cap it off by doing our same E notes here. But then we jump way up here to the A sharp basically. So we got the 6 on the high E and the 9 on the B, and we give that a bend, give it a couple of strums. All right, and if that bend doesn't quite work for you, you can also do it like up here by bending the 13 on the G with the 11. It just seems a little, you got to race up there really quick if you want that one, so I figured it's a little easier to hit this one. All right, so basically that's the initial chorus section, and there's a little difference that happens in the final chorus. For the bridge section, following that vocal break there, there's a little build up with a F power chord, and it's just kind of, you know, 3rd fret here on the low D and the A. And it's just a quick couple strums, and then we just strum on, you know, quarter notes about 8 times or 6 times. Okay, just building into the full bridge section. And now is where we kind of make use of that drop D tuning. And basically we just, you know, need it for a little bit here. It's just a quick little open low D to 2s for the E. All right, and then we just jump down to the A sharp, hit that a couple times, off to the A power chord, hit that a few times, then back to the A sharp. Okay, and as I mentioned, the outro chorus has a slight variant there, and it's basically just doing the bend at a different spot. You know, we go between our usual 6 and 8 here on the G and B, and the 6 and the 9. You know, we go through that, but then it tosses in this switch where we do our usual 6 and 8 bend, but then we take that 6 and 9 and just bump it up a fret, so we got the 7 and the 10. Okay, just for grins and giggles there, and we go between that with the 6 and 8 a couple times. All right, in this ending section, this is where if you wanted to be a, you know, real stickler with it, you could do a drop D flat tuning, or you could be really slick and just, you know, set up a little pitch pedal and just have it, you know, rigged up for 1/2 step low, and then just hit it right when you need it for this one little chord. Basically, we cap the whole song off by doing this couple strums at the 4th fret here for basically an F sharp power chord. All right, then we drop down and we're gonna hit this D flat power chord. And if you are cool hitting it here, you're set. So just 4 on the A with the 6 on the D. All right, so you can hit it there and be fine with it, but if you really want that low octave, like I said, drop it down a 1/2 step and you can get it with the open. But for our purposes here, I think it's just fine hitting it there. All right, and then we just finish it off with 3 strums of a F power chord, which we can get at our 3rd fret here.